All right, here we are. So you guys are rushing me going in chat so early. What the hell? Can you just chill a little bit? I wasn't doing anything. All right, hang on. I got to get my mouse working. You guys, I hope my internet works because it was really patchy at Dee Dee's this morning. I mean, it was off and on, off and on. So, hi, Starla. Hi, Keeks. Hi, Terry. Hey, Dee Dee. Hi, Laverne. Barbara. Hi, Angie. Angie, I'm going to show your cards here in a minute. And Starla's. Dee Dee, the mail is not here yet. I can't believe it. It's usually always here in the morning. Hey, Kat. Okay, did I get everybody? I'm scrolling down here. Oh no, Keeks. See, that's just it. Oh, it annoys me so much. And I don't know if because of the size or something. Of course, I think yours was just mail equipment. But then, hi Sharon. Do they think it's like a gift card or something? Because of the size? I'm so suspicious of everything. So yeah, don't listen to me. Hi Linda. Um, but yeah, there it is. I forgot to get out my sarcasm book. That's such a bummer, Cakes. It is. It's so disappointing. Get a nice, fun letter and contents are gone. And you know the people at the post office, they pick it up and throw it away. So, anyway, we're going to keep trying. Don't let it dissuade us. We're going to keep on trying because we endure. That's it. But yeah, got hot here all of a sudden, you guys. Oh my gosh. Hi, CD. The lake is way high. Our walkway is going to be underwater probably by the time I get off. It's coming up so fast. And I feel so sorry because the people in the low-lying areas are flooding. I mean, we've been getting flood warnings all the time. I'm high. I don't have to worry about it. But yeah. And I know the lake people are having a hard time managing the water. I know, but whatever. Hey, Dorothy. So I'm going to show all the ATCs. I've got mine, excuse me, almost done. I made extras so that everybody will definitely get 5. Okay, thanks, Linda. So yeah, I know everybody will get 5 because Dee Dee sent extras, Starla sent extras. So let's start with, what should I start with? Oh, okay, first I'm going to show you guys a really fun gift that my BFF Dee Dee sent me. She showed hers on hers. Hi, Joyce, on her stream. And she sent me one of the New Testament traceable. Okay, Laverne made a couple extra. You guys are the best. I did, Angie. I'll show it in just a minute. But anyway, Dee Dee showed her traceable New Testament, and she sent me one too. And I have to say, it's bound so that it will lay flat. So you don't have covering over the spine. And when it lays flat, I mean, it lays flat. So you can, what the heck? You made extra if they arrive. Okay. All right. All right. We're going to have enough. Hi, Kathleen, so that everybody will get at least 5. And if I can manage it, everybody will get 6 back. But anyway, so yeah, there's one that I did, Dee Dee. I'm using Oriental Blue Le Pen on mine. I can't tell you how much I love this. It's such nice, quiet. It almost feels like doodling, but yeah. But I'm thinking while I'm doing it. So thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you very much, Dee Dee. This is something I use it every day. I touch it. And the way I'm doing it is I'm taking my daily devotional and whatever the verse was for that day. I'm going and working in the traceable Bible, and I'm trying to do more than just the single verse. So, but I have to say, I've loved it. I've been loving it, loving it, loving it. And I'm so glad you found it. I mean, that's something I would have absolutely put in my cart and just got to get to the checkout. I can't get to the checkout fast enough. I got to hurry. And I have one other thing. I've got to get to the checkout so I can finish my ATCs. I had some glossy accents up in the cupboard, and I've had them maybe just 20 years. Hi, Ruth. So I didn't even think about it. Got it down to use it, and it's absolutely useless. So use your stuff, you guys, because otherwise you just end up throwing it away and having to buy more. And who knows? I want glossy accents for this one thing on my card. So I'm going to buy it, and then it'll probably sit up there in 20 years. I'll be sitting here on stream going, oh, I had to throw that the glossy accents I bought the other day. Yeah, I had to throw that away. And it'll be 20 years from now. Oh my God, Barbara, you're goofy. All right, let's read out of the sarcasm book because I don't know if I did it last week. And we're going to look at the conspiracy journal. All right. Did I do cell phone? I don't think I did. All right. Cell phone, a communication device. Oh, and this is the official dictionary of sarcasm. Keek sent it to me. It's funny as heck. And yeah. Hi, Missy. A communication device developed by a team of scientists who were determined to make sure no one would ever be left the hell alone again. Isn't that the truth? I really think cell phones are undoing our society. I really do. I love my cell phone and I use it constantly. But yeah, I'm not sure that they're great for society, to be frank. Cemetery, a place with a lot of people, none of whom are capable of cutting you off in traffic, playing their TV loud while you're trying to sleep, or letting their dog crap on your lawn. There is some comfort to be taken in that. And I heard a scientist the other day talk about people who swear, which I do, and people who are sarcastic. They were two different videos. People who swear are usually of higher intelligence, as are people who use sarcasm. So I might be as genius as Einstein. CEO, a person who wears a tie with his orange jumpsuit. Ceramics, that one adult education class your girlfriend forced you to attend with her, which resulted in your apartment being briefly overrun by all manner of misshapen earthenware. That was something I never actually enjoyed. We had to do it in art, but I never liked pottery. I like other people's pottery, but I don't like messing with it because you have to get your hands so dirty. See, CB, you know I was smart all along. CGI, computer generated imagery, a technique used by movies to remind us that we were watching something with no discernible story or character development. Yeah, I miss the old movies, I have to say. Chained, something homeless people can no longer ask you to spare. Since the last time you used anything but plastic to buy even a pack of gum dates back to the previous millennium. That's true. Chaos, a state of extreme disorder, captured perfectly in nature by the contents of a woman's handbag. Well, now see, I wouldn't fall into that category because in my monkey bag that Dee Dee sent me years ago, I have a piece of paper and my wallet, and there's room for my phone. And that's it. That's what I carry in my purse. Charlie Chaplin, legendary silent film era comedian known for his lovable tramp persona and for giving boring people with no imagination an idea for a Halloween costume. Charisma, extraordinary personal magnetism. Wonder who has that. Commonly possessed by politicians and movie stars or anyone else whose sick need for public approbation has manifested itself in a borderline personality disorder that ends up destroying the lives of all it touches. And of course, instilling embittered jealousy in all those who do not possess it, such as the authors of sarcasm dictionaries. Charity, something you could swear your significant other continues to sleep with you out of. Oh my God, that's bad. Chaste, morally pure, decent, a quality known in the dating scene as a waste of your time and effort. All right, that's all for today. You have to come back for the next installment of sarcasm. Okay? And then because it's unrelated to anything other than Dee Dee told me to do it, I gotta get something to drink. I'm drinking caffeine today because I wanted to get back in bed so bad this morning. Oh my God. This is all my junk that I keep in here. Chickens, chickens. Yeah, I got to figure out what to do with all that. Guess what, chicken butt? I'm sure somebody sent me that. This is Dee Dee's. I know that. Yeah. It's a fun collection of monkeys and chickens. All right. Most of you have seen this 100 times. So I am now a conspiracy realist. And I'm a firm believer that we need new conspiracies because all the old ones have proven to be true. So the only one that I'm not buying into at this point is flat Earth. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a things don't add up, and it's pretty obvious theorist. Did I say hi, Joan? The moon landing, I will just tell you, look, I have stamps. I got to put in here somewhere. The moon landing, I am convinced at this point that the moon landing was bullshit. I'm just going to say it. I've been watching, I don't know, just different people. There is so much evidence. It's almost overwhelming now that was on a film set in Arizona. I'm not even kidding you, but I did do the pros and the cons, and my conclusion, well, this was the conclusion off the internet. 5 to 6% of Americans believe it was fake. 61% strongly believe. Those people are retarded. I added that. I must fall into the 34% that either won't commit or knows or thinks, how the hell would I know? Could it be that it was real, but the footage is fake? That's maybe where I was at for a long time, is that they did go. But honestly, how did they talk to the president on the phone? Just answer me that one question, and then I will believe you. They were patching it in from NASA. Well, how'd they get a hold of NASA? Okay. Anyway, I'm not trying to convince you. Look at all the fun stuff I have in here. This is a big old magnet. Official Bigfoot. I have fun stuff in here. Bigfoot, I think there's something to it. The sheer number of sightings is very compelling. They can't all be kooks, can they? But yeah, Bigfoot's been around forever. I think there is something out there. I really do. I think there's a lot of things out there that we talk about that nobody will. Don't make me take back my you are smart. CB, you go look at some of the evidence, okay? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Anyway, yeah. I think there's stuff out there. I think there's stuff in the ocean. I think there's a lot of stuff we just don't know about. And the flat earth, you'll never convince me of flat earth. Because if the earth was flat, cats would have pushed everything off by now. But this is just a tip in. And I went and I listened to a lot of these videos, you guys, and there are people out there who truly believe that the earth is flat. None of their evidence, I guess, was overwhelming to me. But at this point, I'm willing to go whatever. Oops, I got to put Bigfoot back in his place so I can figure out what to do with all my fun stuff in here. Area 51 in Roswell. This has actually been really interesting for me because the government has just recently posted a lot of the evidence that they had. And there's one whistleblower that he's just so convincing, and maybe he is just convincing. I don't know. But I think there's been, again, too many sightings. There's too much nonsense out there. Now, I don't necessarily think they look like this, but the descriptions, um, I don't know. They don't look like us, except they are bipedal, pedal. They talk, they walk on 2 feet. Hi, Vanessa. So, um, I think there's something to it. I also believe, too, that if there is such a thing as aliens and UFOs and whatever they call them now, UAPs or whatever, I think if they meant harm, we would already know it. I think they're probably just as curious about this world as we are about them. So I'm not afraid of them, but I kind of believe that they've been keeping a lot of secrets from us. Interdimensional, there you go, Dee Dee. There's something to it. Interdimensional, they're in this universe, whatever. Our universe is so vast that as human beings with our pea-sized brains, I don't think we can conceive of how vast it is. It kind of reminds me of the people from the UK coming to the United States for the World Cup. That's been so much fun. Dee Dee talks about it. Hi Belinda. Um, I've been watching so many of the videos, and I didn't realize that we were so hated. I mean, I guess it shouldn't surprise me, but I didn't realize that we had such a reputation around the world. And I'm glad these people who come here are just going, this place is amazing, because the United States, compared to other countries, is also so vast. You know, unless you've made it a goal to visit all over the United States, most Americans don't see probably even a fifth of this country. I've been fortunate because my parents took us around a lot, that I've gotten to see most of the things that are really amazing in the United States. But I have to say, these Europeans, well, and honestly, all over the world, people coming to visit this country has been so refreshing for me. I can't even begin to tell you. But yeah, there's aliens out there. Just look for them. Mysterious deaths, I don't know. That's a crazy thing, too. And now they're getting into um, like Jeffrey Epstein's still alive, just like they did with Elvis Presley. He's still alive. I think when they announced their death, just go ahead and figure they're dead. Hi, Lynn. Linen crafting, welcome. You like journaling too? Yeah, it's the people. And like Boston went crazy for the Scots. I mean, and I can't say that I blame them. I saw pictures of what the Scots did to Boston before they left. They took all the traffic cones and turned, like statues of horses into unicorns. It was just so funny. Um, I'm not a huge soccer fan, but I love seeing the full stadiums and entire like 40 or 1,000 more people in one place singing the same song. Country roads, whatever it is, it's just so refreshing. So anyway, it was just questionable deaths. Paul McCartney's not dead yet. Now, what am I going to do when he finally does die? I'll just cross that out and put the date that he died, natural death. So, but yeah, the people I chose was John F. Kennedy. Of course, a lot of those papers have been released. We're never going to know the truth. So get over that. Elvis Presley, he died. He was way abusive. Martin Luther King, he was assassinated. Jeffrey Epstein, they say that he's not dead. What do you think from the Dutch Mars? I'm not sure. The Dutch. Yeah, they're taking home ranch dressing. In fact, I used ranch dressing, a little bit of it last night in my potatoes, and it made me think of them, how many gallons they drug home. Jeffrey Epstein, I think he died. Michael Jackson, I think that was terrible. I think he overdosed him with propofol. Marilyn Monroe, yeah, she drug overdose. Natalie Wood, I think she was murdered. Paul McCartney's not dead. And Diana Spencer, that was one of the saddest days ever. I couldn't believe it. I just sat at my kitchen table. I don't think I cried, but I was just like, no, no, not Diana. Antarctica, if you ever want to research something that will just suck you in, um, go research Antarctica and the stuff that has gone on down there. That will blow your mind. Blow your mind. So I can't tell you. My conclusion was there are witnesses and whistleblowers who have seen things and felt things that should not exist in Antarctica, yet they do. And we're not supposed to know about it. But yeah, Antarctica, interesting, interesting subject. And so, oh, that's just the page that I haven't put together. And then Mars. Lots of conspiracies about Mars. But yeah, that's as far as I am on my next conspiracy page. And I need to get back into it. And maybe I will. But with the Bible journaling and tracing in the New Testament and all this stuff, it's like, holy crap, I barely have time to fix dinner around here anymore. Diana was a light on this earth. I agree, Kat. I adored her. But you know what? I'm the same way about Catherine. But y'all need to know, I am a royal watcher. Hey, Hermie. You believe Diana was killed on purpose? I think there's anything you can dream up is possible. I honestly believe that. I think it's odd that the car in the pictures, I mean, I probably could do a whole thing on Diana Spencer alone. But the car that was photographed in the pictures does not have the same license plate as the car she got into. Yeah, there are certain things I think in society, Angie, that affect us personally, you know, like Diana, of course, I never met her. I would have loved to. I think she would have been so interesting and so much fun. But yeah, like the Queen, when the Queen died, I mean, I was so utterly bummed. And I knew she was elderly. She was going to have to die. But just like, why the Queen? Why the Queen? Anyway, let's look at ATCs. So anyway, conspiracies are fun. They're I don't know. I like looking into things that everybody questions, you know. It doesn't matter what I think at the end of the day. Not really. And this isn't an ATC, but I have to show you it because it's so well done. Arlene never gets to my stream, but Arlene sent me this beautiful card. God bless America. Look at her cards are so well done. I mean, they're just so perfect that you just look at them in awe and go, holy crap, how did she do that? And Arlene has difficulty with her hands. I don't know if it's arthritis or whatever it is, but for her to do such meticulous spacing, combination of elements, whatever it is, but Arlene's cards are beautiful. She is a master card maker. Happy 4th of July. So Arlene, you won't see this. I will have to message you over on the Instagram. Usually I just send Arlene nasty stuff, but I'll send something nice. But yeah, I was so happy when I got that. And I'll take it out of its envelope now and display it until after the 4th of July. And these are in no particular order, you guys. I just did them by size because I don't have a whole hell of a lot of room here. So these first ATCs are from APG Jamie. And APG Jamie is quite the funny woman. She wrote a little note, and Jamie's notes are always funny. Such a fun ATC swap. She calls me Janet Merle because I go by Merle in real life, so she calls me that. Such a fun ATC swap. Thought I'd join in. Please don't feel that you have to read this letter on a stream. You may, but you don't have to. Just saying. This letter is because someone will probably ask about the hand stamp / die I use. So here's the lowdown on that. So here's APG Jamie's cards. She sent 6. They're all the same. Love them. Love the hand heart. And that's what she's saying about right now. It's a love-hate kind of set by Sizzix. I picked it up on one of those 75% Hobby Lobby clearance a couple years back. Any hoots, the fingernails stamped in black or whatever color you stamp them with. So I paint over the nails with white and then paint the color I really want them and top coat it with a glossy accents. So overkill, I know, but it's fine for a mass make. No, not so much a single session. And the hand dyes are almost useless unless you really like the wide border they leave. I don't like the wide border, so I typically fussy cut, but I like fussy cutting. And again, it's fine for mass session, but not for singles. Oh, the red, white, and blue on the ATCs is Distress Oxide. She stamped that herself. So they will bleed if they get wet, or is that moist? No, so no crying, licking, or drooling allowed. And that's my story. They are all the same mostly, and I kept number 3 because that's my number. Thanks to you and Dee Dee for hosting the swap. Happy arting, y'all. APG Jamie. My return envelope has a bigger postage value instead of more stamps at regular postage, whatever that value is these days. So APG Jamie did everything perfectly. Her cards are adorable. Hopefully she put her name on the back. She did. Artist trading card, not to be sold. So if you get these, don't sell them. Don't try to sell them. Happy Patriot, 6 of 7. Americana 250 swap. So, and then she's got her contact information. You can do that or you don't have to. Jamie is a real Looney Tune, but she's so much fun. So much fun. The next ones are from Linda and Kim Rentz. I think Linda is in chat. And happy birthday, Tim. Big hugs on you. And these are very colorful and fun, and they're all different. So she is a sweetheart, yeah. So, and she used stickers, it looks like. I'm not sure what the back is. It's definitely textured kind of paper with some gold washi or whatever on it. Flying star. 4th of July. I like this one, 250th anniversary. So she used just a bunch of different stuff. They're all very different. There's textures and colors, and yeah, they're all very fun, right? Very fun. And they sent 6. Oh, and I didn't see this. Let us dare to think, speak. Quote by John Adams. So, and then each one looks like it has a stamp on the back. So cool, Linda and Tim. Thank you. Glad you participated with us. These are so much fun to get. Dee Dee's are supposed to be here today, but the mail isn't here yet. I'll send Robert out if he comes upstairs. Okay. Angie said she has never participated before. So she sent all her stuff. And let me look. She sent a card for me and a card for Dee Dee. The chicken one is for you and the other one for Dee Dee. I made 6, so one is for you, so you get 2. But there's my conspiracy chicken. That's so cute, Angie. I like the 1776. So adorable. You did put your name on it, so that's cool. Well done, you. And here's a spaceman for Dee Dee. So I'll just say thank you on behalf of Dee Dee, and then she can thank you again when she gets it in her bundle. And then the ones that she submitted for a giveaway are adorable. They're all different, but they're all obviously a USA theme, which is very cool. There's Uncle Sam. There's Old Glory and the Statue of Liberty. Again, Uncle Sam, United We Stand. You're so cute, right? Home of the Brave. I love the images that you found, Angie. Sweet Land of Liberty with the Liberty Bell, which is in Philadelphia. I've seen that. 250 years of fighting a hook. That's cute. Look at, got a little American or, yeah, USA flag down here in the bucket. That's so cute. They are. They're very adorable. So well done, Angie. I'm glad you played with us and got over that hump of being afraid. I wish all of you would get over that hump of just being afraid. Send them in. You know, none of us are qualified to judge your art. I hope you understand that. And then Starla, who always excels at everything, sent me a whole packet of stuff. She sent the extra paper to me so I can do something with it. So I might cut this up and use it on some of the backs of my ATC. So if you get this, it's actually Starla art. Let me read your note real quick. Oh, she sent me one specific to me. And Starla, I can't send your disappointing affirmation cards because they have dirty words on them. Okay, I can do this one. Stop worrying about what other people think. I mean, have you met other people? They're awful. And then this one, I could put my thumb over it. The only person that you can truly rely on is you. What a blanking nightmare. Those are good cards, Starla, I have to say. They will get into the Snark Journal. All right, and she said these ATCs are made with a few art techniques: collage art, doodle art, and fluid acrylic art. All are mixed media. And thanks Dee Dee and I for hosting it, and thank you for participating. Now, where'd I put the cards? No, I'm kidding. They're right here. Starla sent in some extras. So check these out. I don't know how I'm going to pick what one to keep, but she sent 9. So this is what's going to enable us to probably send back at least definitely 5, but hopefully 6. So I love the idea of the balloons with the flags and the 1776. And I'm still going to do this technique, Starla. I love this technique that you do. I'm going to do that. Yeah, they're all good. And then this is the fluid acrylic one that she was talking about. That is way cool. That is way cool. So, yeah. And then she put on the back. So I very appreciate you. And I actually meant to text you yesterday to tell you that we'd gotten the cards, but I got sidetracked making ribs or something. I don't know. But yeah, very cool, Starla. Well done you, as always. And I will return your cards in your plastic sleeve. So I appreciate everybody who played with us. Just makes it so much fun. And the cool thing is everybody's art is so different. You know how each of us approached it, which is cool, even though we all had a single theme, obviously, which we always do. And then the last one is from Joyce Boring. And she sent me a whole pile of stuff. So I'll show my pile of stuff first, because check this out. I am going to do a monkey journal. I've been saving up stuff forever. So this little guy will definitely be going in the monkey journal. And I just think there's so many things that he could be saying. So, yeah. And then check out this cool chicken. Dee Dee, if you want one of these chickens, I'll send you one of them. But this one is very cool. This one is very cool. But I'll share with you. I know that monkey, he's so cute. I need to start. I can't start another journal. I've got too much going, but I want to do a monkey journal. He's so adorable, Joyce. Thank you. Of course, I immediately was thinking about all the different things that monkey would be saying as he's swinging there with a big old grin on his face. Most of it nasty, so I can't repeat it on. Okay. You're laying in bed, you're down in the back, and you had to go clean this morning, Angie? That's awful. Oh, I'm getting the stuff out, you guys. It's got a sticky, one of those clear, see, everything sticks to it. I won't be putting stuff back in there. But thanks for packaging it so nicely. But yeah, I can't do that. These are well done, Joyce. Well done. Her note says, I wanted to send you something, but I didn't have a darn thing. So this is what you get. Get over it. Thank you, Joyce. I did love the monkey mean. And you guys, you don't have to send me stuff, okay? That's just, you have a bone test tomorrow? Good, Angie. You guys really don't have to send stuff. Your cards with a self-addressed stamped envelope is more than enough. The fact that you even play with us. So hers are all the same. Excuse me. And this was kind of, when I was thinking about ideas, this was kind of an idea that I thought of. I wanted an eagle. I wanted a flag, just so on the mark, man. Mine ended up being so different. I went a whole different way. So very well done, Joyce. I'm so glad you played with us. Now, Joyce is in chat. Is this the first time you've ever participated? I just can't remember. But yeah, they're very nice. Thank you. And I got a little monkey guy. So, yep, they all did such a good job. And then hopefully Dee Dee's will be here before I end the stream today. And I never know who's going to be in the mail. And the mail lady knows. Oh, okay, you've done one before. I never know. A lot of people say, oh, I've never participated before, so I never know if this is your first time or whatever. But the thing is, don't hesitate. If you want to do it, just jump in. And I'm so tempted to show mine, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save mine till the very end. Or what? Should I do that? You guys tell me. They're all winners, right? CB, yep. Of course, in my opinion, the theme was so fun. America's 250th birthday. People in Europe are laughing at us, going 250 years. We have sidewalks older than you guys. But for us, it's a big deal. Okay, well, I've only got, let's see, I've only really got the prototype. So, all right, I'll show you mine. Oh, that one's icky. I don't like that one. Let me see. All right, well, the spacing on the prototype is icky. All right, I'm going to show it. And I'm making extras so that we definitely will have plenty for everybody. That's mine. Very different. So, not real colorful, but we showed ours. Now show yours. Charlotte, you were one of the kids when I was little that I would have ended up naked in the vacant lot, right? So these are what mine will be like. Very vintagey, yeah. I did the mica. That was a pain in the butt. You just finished yours? Cool. Okay. See her OCD lettering, I know. So yeah. But the thing I wanted most was We the People. And on this one, I got the spacing all goofed up. That got corrected on the rest of the cards. So, yep. And the glossy accents will go right on top of that, which I don't have glossy accents, so I can't do that yet. But so there'll be some shiny on that. So thanks, you guys. Knew they'd be lovely. Yep. They've been fun, I have to say. But there comes a point in doing them, because I made a few extra. There comes a point while you're making them where you're just going, why didn't I just buy some stickers? You made a journal? Awesome, Angie. So thanks, Starla. Thanks, everybody. All right, now I can just go ahead and, when I get them done, throw them in the box. Okay, and what I was going to do today, I started looking for it. When I went over to Instagram to look at Faithful Mess's message that she sent me, she just wanted my address because I guess she's going to participate with us. Thanks, Christina. Sharon's are on the way. Okay, we're going to have really good turnout for this. But when I very first opened Instagram, this is what popped up. Isn't that cool? And I didn't really have an idea of what I was going to do today. I was thinking I was going to mess with those bubble art that I did last week, but my heart wasn't in it. And then when I saw this, I thought, okay, I'm going to do that. So you like this? All right. Terry, you want me to tell you the artist name so you can go get started on yours? And there's 8 photos, so you can flip over and see how they started it. The artist, Terry, is MAH dot art dot lover. So it just showed up on my post. Did you get that, Terry? It is so colorful. It's just, and I get to use my alcohol markers and some doodling, and it looks 3-dimensional. So I thought, okay, that's what I'm doing, just because it's, hopefully it's going to be pretty painless. And I went ahead and just drew out kind of my design. I tried to follow theirs to whatever extent I could. Just streamed across. Nice. Hi, Jor Angel. Thanks, Belinda. Ma Art Lover. Okay, thanks, Kat. So yeah, let's do this, Terry Brett. There are such good artists out on Instagram. Of all the social media that I get involved in, and actually there's only a couple. I do Instagram and Twitter, and then when Dee Dee sends me something on Facebook, I'll go over to Facebook. But Facebook pisses me off. I mean, I can't even tell you how pissed off I get over at Facebook. But Dee Dee sends me cool stuff, so I don't mind going over, looking at that, and then getting the hell out of there. And that's really all the social media I do. And I try not to get on it too much during the day. I read Twitter in the morning and then Instagram in the evening. And the rest of the day, I try and make myself stay off it. Just get off it. And do stuff either around the house or whatever. But Terry, I did mine 8.5 inches by 8.5 inches. So, yeah. And I haven't really decided what pens I want to use yet. I did get out my brand new Micron 12 millimeter nib. This is a good pen. If you need a fat nib pen, look at that fat boy. There's a fat boy. That's like Jimmy. I call Jimmy fat boy. Hey, fat boy, get over here and get something to eat. Come on. Oh, I'm going to tell you about what has happened with the cat. Okay, when I got the cat, I whined to Dee Dee about it a lot, but I don't know if I told you guys. They sent me home with a bag of food that they'd always fed him. And because he's supposedly had a sensitive stomach. So I was a little apprehensive about, I'll start with this and see if I like it. I had to order at Starla, but it was so worth it. I went to Blix. It was one of the things I got to get myself over the shipping threshold, but I'm not unhappy. Anyway, so I have, when I Okay, am I back? Sorry, I don't know why that damn USB port won't recognize that camera. I have to go all the way out, close Google, close everything, and then come back for it to recognize the camera again. Damn dumbest thing. Anyway, so anyway, I was telling you guys about Jimmy and his food. Um, every time well, not every time, but not uncommonly. Um, Oop, she hung up on me. That was Dee Dee calling me. Um, anyway, when I would feed her, not uncommonly, um, she would vomit. Well, it was the expensive food. So I was getting so frustrated, and I tried like 4 different kinds of food, high-end premium food for this cat. Not every time, but not uncommonly, the cat. And I was doing little bits more times through the day, thinking, oh, he's gorging it, whatever. Um, and I was just getting so frustrated, and so I bought I'd had food shipped in from freaking Wisconsin. And every time he puked, I'm just going, oop, there's another dollar on the carpet. Oop, there's another dollar on the carpet, So I finally got so frustrated. And one day I knew he was hungry and I didn't have anything but his regular food. And it didn't matter if it was moist or dry, either way. I just ran in and grabbed a bag of Meow Mix a little over a week ago, I think, maybe about a week ago, and just brought it home. And I bought the tender center ones. This stupid cat is loving that food. I mean, he's eating like a pig and he's not vomiting. So you walk in, you buy the cheapest damn food you can buy for the cat, and he's happy as hell. Meantime, I have $200 worth of cat food. Yeah, that I can't feed the cat because he just pukes it on my carpet. Meow Mix. Who would have thought? So I'm not sure. I don't know what exactly to do about the cat food. But at this point, I'm just happy that he's doing the eating and not puking. Oh, it was making me crazy, you guys. And I love that little fart so much that it was just like it wouldn't have mattered if it was $100 a bag. Well, the Science Diet was. I would have bought him whatever. Well, now I will, Cat. I will donate what I have left to the shelter. But why would he prefer the cheapest cat food on the market? I'll probably just end up giving it to the vet, my friend, the vet. Probably just end up giving it to her. But I had been telling her that I'm just not sure what to do about this cat and his queasy stomach. And she said, oh, yeah, we had that problem. I was like, well, what all did you try? You can't just let him go all day with no food. Yeah, I'll just give it to that vet. Yeah. So, yeah. So here we are. Jimmy's happy eating cheap ass cat food, but I'm not cleaning up the carpet every time I turn around. So I'm glad for that. And cat food has some damn dye in it that is really hard to get out of the carpet. I was really glad I bought that bullshot. Did I tell you guys that? Here in the States, we see commercials, or I see commercials all the time for a product called Bullshot carpet cleaner. And it looks like magic. They spray it on the carpet and voila, it's just like magic. The stain disappears. And I thought, oh, I got to try that. Oh, I got to try that. Well, I finally did. It's $40 for a spray can about that big. But I thought, if it works, it's okay. It's worth it. I got it. It works great. So thank God I did the bullshot. I'm thinking I'm going to do the lines throughout the whole thing. I think I'm going to do that with the 12 point. Should I do that? Let me look. Tough Stuff is like that. Is it, Dee Dee? Well, I bought that bullshot stuff, and I have to say it works. Yeah. Yeah, that might be. Let's go for it. What do we care? And I'm going to use a ruler. You don't have to, but you guys know me. I'm a little anal that way. So I will like having straight lines. So just bear with me because I'll find something else to whine about. If I'm not whining about cat puke on the floor, I'll find something else. But I have to say, Jimmy has been a great addition. And he loves his mama so much. Who wouldn't, after all I've gone through to make sure that he has good food, that he's getting fed. Ugh. But the last week with Meow Mix, and I do get him, like his treat is like Fancy Feast food, the soft Fancy Feast. He likes that too. You know, the one thing I haven't tried, and you guys, a bunch of you are cat people, so I'll ask you, have you ever used those cat treats in the bag that you push up? What's it called? Churro or something like that? Is that good for your cats for a treat? Because I was thinking maybe Jimmy should have some of that. And Dee Dee, those arms you sent, I sent you a note back, but it's not appearing on the message, so I don't know if you got it. About these arms that I could show it real quick. Make your cat look like, what's that guy? Let me show. Okay, you've never used that? See, I just see people feeding their cats it, and it seems like the cats love it. But yeah, the smushy treats. Let me see. I'm sure you guys have seen this. Hang on, I got to get over to messages. Hang on. Come on. Look at the cat with the Hercules arms. And I was thinking, you used to give Grace delectables. Okay, thanks, cat. But Dee Dee, I wrote you a note back, and it didn't show up in our messages, so I wasn't sure. But I said, I really don't need that. Damn it, what's taking Amazon so long? I'm so tempted to get Jimmy some. Oh, there was a guy on TV, the Hulk or whatever. Get him some Hulk arms, dude. He would like some Hulk arms. Crazy cat, so spoiled. But I'm glad we maybe have found something for the food dilemma, because that was getting on my very last nerve. Not just the mess on the carpet, but I hated like questioning whether or not I should feed him more. You know, like right after you vomit, you want some more food? And I thought, well, I got to do something different. So yeah, Meow Mix of all things. Now, when I tell the vet that I've done that, oh, they're going to chew me out. That doesn't have all the proper nutrition. I'm sure that's what I'm going to hear. But your damn premium cat food is not working either. So is my choice, let him puke up the premium and hope to God he gets some nutrition out of it before he pukes it back up, or what? See my dilemma, you guys? Hey, Amy. I was so glad to hear from you this morning. Such a nice treat. Wolf Princess is Amy. You guys remember her. Used to be my neighbor. Now she abandoned me and moved to freaking Maine, of all places. Crazy town. Gotta watch out for that last nerve. Tell me. When I'm on my last nerve, you know, I have been pushed over the edge. I was just telling Amy this morning I'm not the most patient person in the world. She was shocked to learn that. I wish you guys had packed your happy asses up and moved back to Oklahoma, Amy. But you remember that one, I think, yeah, I can go over everything. Remember that one summer when the lake came up and ruined everything? We're about right there again. This has been a crazy wet summer so far, wet spring, I don't know. So tell Lane he's lucky he's not here dealing with the city buttholes. All right, I'm about done with this design, and then we're going to just jump in and do something right or wrong. It's a good thing I use this ruler because, man, my hand-drawn lines were horrible. That's what we're going with. These areas up here seem real big, but that's okay. We don't care. I do love that 12-point. He had control of the lake level, don't you know? Exactly. Well, my walkway is just about underwater, Amy. That's how bad it is. It's really caca. Oh, gee, that was fun. You glad to come in for a great memory? Happy to help out. And tell that idiot husband of yours hi. Just erasing my pencil lines. Because after you put alcohol markers on top of them, they probably aren't going anywhere. You've just baked them into your drawing. How you doing, Terry? Are you caught up? All right, let me check chat and get something to drink. All right, and let's get this party started. I already picked out my alcohol markers. There was only, let me see, I got to go back and get it again. I'll show it again. I think she only used 3 colors in this. Yellow, pink, and red. And then, of course, the shade colors. So I don't know if I should do let's go with the colors first. I don't think it matters if you do the colors first or the doodling. I like the colors first. Go lay down, Angie. Yeah, I want you to feel better. And I'm working on 110-pound cardstock, or cover stock, actually. And I'm not sure how the alcohol markers are going to, well, I know they'll work well on it, but some papers grab the alcohol markers and spread them. And I thought, cover stock probably won't do that. So, and it's a real nice, smooth surface. So, yeah, that's why I chose it. But use what you've got. Cardstock, cover stock, whatever. And I'm going to do this like production. style, all the reds at once, and then all the yellows and all the pinks. But Dee Dee's flowers that she did out of that John Darien color book, I love the John Darien color book. I like the art in it, but I know I won't color in it. I know I won't. I might do some spreading just a little, but I can live with that. But yeah, that I like that color book a lot. And her color matching with the pan pastels I thought was amazing. And then my internet started going crazy, on, off, on, off. So if I disappear, just know my internet went out. But I think they must have finished whatever they were working on, because it's been pretty good for the last, say, hour or more. So I think we'll be okay. And that's weird because I never have internet problems. Oh yeah, I'm using combination. I use Cali Art, and I didn't like the yellow, so I got out the yellow Ohuhu one. They all work well, and they work well together. So yeah, just go ahead and use what you got. I swear, every time I use alcohol markers, I want to order some more. I always think, oh, I don't have the exact right color. I should order some more. Oh, I don't have room for more. I've got to use what I've got. You know, for small things and inexpensive, I bought a set of the Sharpie. I think I showed you guys. It was around Christmas. I have to say, I love those Sharpie markers. Love them. Those two pieces, I don't even need to color them, because when I do the neurographic corners, they're probably going to go away. So let me pick a thing in here. It was this one, but I think I'm going to do it. Yeah, let's do it in this one because it's a little bit bigger. Now you know everything. I don't have anything else to talk about. And of course, my drawing isn't exactly like hers, so, or his. I don't know if the original artist, male or female. So I'm just making it up as I go along, or altering it as I go along to accommodate my own drawing. But this is the kind of thing you could do any colors and they'll be cool. And I just used the colors they used. If I was doing it my way, I probably would have used purple, green, and blue, because those are my colors. But I thought, nah, I never use like bright pink ever. So might as well use those. Why not? I'm glad I chose this paper. It's not spreading really at all. So that's cool. That's very cool. Did I do an extra line in there? I think I did. Or I colored that wrong. So that's okay. We'll leave that one for that. That one is a really big spot right there. Oh. I'm deciding if I want to split that up. And I think tomorrow I'm going to go to Joplin, so I haven't for the longest time, I may just drive down and jump into the Hobby Lobby. No, those were, I think I'm going to break them up. Do I want to do it? I'm thinking. I'm going to leave them big. Yeah, I haven't been in Hobby Lobby in forever. I might go in and see if our Hobby Lobby has that paper, that oversized paper, as cheap as Dee Dee showed this morning. If they have some of that, really inexpensive, especially if they have the artist grade watercolor papers. Now, she said hers weren't on sale, but they didn't have any. But I think mine still had some. So I'm going to go, I think I'm going to run in and look. Just because I haven't been into the Hobby Lobbies in a long time. I don't need a single thing. I might look for some replacement Prismacolors since they still have the open stock. But yeah, otherwise I don't need a single thing. But if I'm going to be in town, I might as well run in and look. Don't you know? Yeah, I'm going to leave it, Starla. The thing is, if I don't like it, I can always go back. I'll go ahead and do the shading on the red while I'm doing this. Oh, you know what? No, I'll do the neurographics because that's boring for you guys. I'll do some of it before I end, but I think I'll leave that to do off camera. Because these corners will get rounded. Some of these small areas, I probably should be using the fine side of the pen. Sorry, I got quiet. Yeah, they start looking very cool when you get the shading on them. I find it relaxing, true. All right. Let me get something to drink. Get yourself some caffeine if you don't have any. I wasn't sure which yellow I wanted to use. You know, one thing I have to say, I was actually looking for kind of a orange None of the sets of alcohol markers that I have good oranges. What is it with orange and alcohol markers? I think that was when I started thinking, well, maybe I should order some more. But I don't need more, and I don't have space for more. That's how my brain convinces me. I need more. I don't have the right orange that I need. I thought if you can't make do with what you've got, there's something seriously wrong with you. Which I already know there's something seriously wrong with me, but I don't need reminders from my art supplies. Neighbors and friends keep me well informed of that. This is one of the Ohuhu. This is an old set, this Ohuhu. And I have to say, they've lasted a long time and they're still pretty darn juicy. So, hey, Bossy Butt, how's Hubs? He should be out of surgery by now, I would think. He's going to hurt, and then he's going to have to rehab. But people I know who have had the surgery are so glad they got it done. So hopefully he'll be the same way. All right, let's see where I'm at. I got my spaces really goofed up, you guys, so we're just going with whatever. I feel sorry for you having to stay at the hospital. When Jim was in with his brain surgery, we were in the hospital. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll do it yellow. I might put pink over that other yellow. See what color I get. Yeah, I lived at the hospital for 40 days. And one of the stays, well, 2 times over 40 days. Anyway, one of the times was over Christmas. And if you ever live at a hospital over Christmas, you learn to absolutely hate Christmas music. That's why I cannot stomach Christmas music to this day. Get up in the middle of the night, which I had difficulty sleeping, so I was up a lot during the middle of the night. Freaking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer playing, or Jingle Bells at 3 in the morning. Hi, Rachel. Yeah. So that's me just complaining. I think I want a yellow in here. I wish I hadn't screwed up my drawing. It would be so much easier. I can always come back in and add color later too. So just to give me a place to get started. Let's put the shading on. I hope I chose the right one. I really went back and forth on this shading. If I don't like it, I'm going to try and find an orange one that I like. I think the orange would be prettier. Let me see if I can find a pretty orange. I'll just go right over it. Won't bother me a bit. Yeah, I think the orange will show up better. Let me see if I can find an orange I like. You guys want to see my swatchy cards? Because I have lots of them. Here's the Ohuhu swatchy ones. But look at, there's almost no oranges. Dark yellows. Like that would be, that's like peach colored and skin colored, but no real orange except this fluorescent. I don't want that. These are all just random pens that happen to be alcohol markers. And then this is the Cali Art set. But look at how few, I mean, there's an orange. There's no oranges. What the hell is wrong with these people? We'll get Y505 out and see how we like that. God, it makes me want to order some more. Not hard to find the pen because it's the only orange lid I got. All right. Yeah, I think I'll like that better. So it's a little dark for this, but that's okay. That is a big old space right there. Yeah, see, I'm glad you agree, Belinda, because it's just like, where did they hide all the oranges? But I'm going to make it work and then sit here the rest of the day trying to talk myself out of ordering new ones. I got to place a Amazon order anyway because I need the glossy accents. Migraine getting worse. The screen isn't helping. Okay, Starla, go take a nap. Hope you feel better. Starla suffers with migraines, not uncommonly, so that's a pain. I've only ever had one. Well, it wasn't diagnosed by a doctor either. It was a migraine. And I was young and we were camping up in the mountains. I was miserable. I can't imagine dealing with that on a regular basis. I really can't. I rarely have headaches. And if I do, it's probably weather related or lack of sleep or hunger. When I'm hungry, I get a headache. I don't let myself get hungry often. I buy a lot of junk to make sure. That's how Jim's brain tumor, that was the first symptoms of the brain tumor, was headaches. But yeah, I feel sorry for people who suffer with them. regularly. That's a pain. Oh, she's got black spaces in here. Awesome. Awesome sauce. All right. So that means this one should be. This is a weird color combination that I probably would never have chosen. So that was part of the reason I made myself do it in the colors that the original artist did it in. Because pink, yellow, and red, not a color combination I would have chosen. And then Dee Dee's in chat going, well, why don't you get the, hi, Mrs. Beasley. Thank you. Yours disappeared, Terry? Yeah, I can't imagine living with that. I just can't imagine. I forgot what I was going to say. It was probably a big fat lie anyway. And then there's another big one. I think I put an extra line in here, and so I have more divisions, but we'll make it work because that's what we do. I love alcohol markers. God, if I'd have had these when I was a kid, I would have been in flippin' heaven. I would have never gone outside of my bedroom. I would have just sat in my bedroom and used them all day. Oh, kind of like what I'm doing as an old lady. But this would have been the best thing ever. One of my favorite things that I ever got was, and I know I've asked you guys, do you guys remember? Hi, Momo. I'll get your stuff out in the mail tomorrow, Momo. Those they're kind of like velvet paintings. They were kind of hippie-ish. I'm looking here. Yeah, we'll do this one. But you got that big pack of every color marker you can ever imagine. I love that so much. My dad bought it for me at a gas station. But they were just water-based markers. If I could have had what we have now, oh, I would have been so happy. So happy. I'm glad I have it now. But God, as a kid, I would have never left my room. All right, I think I'm going to wait. One of these up here needs a color. I'm not sure. I think I'll do it in yellow. Go back. I think I want yellow in here. I'm surprised how long some of these markers have lasted, honestly. And I never did buy the Copic markers of Elvis. Yeah, those, you guys know the ones I'm talking about. If I'd ever gotten into that Copic addiction, we would be eating bologna every night. I'm pretty sure. All right, let's shade this. And then I'll do the black ones. What do I want to use for the black ink? You know, maybe I'll use the black alcohol markers. I never use the black in the set. Do you guys? I think I will, though. Oh, and I need to get a gray out, too. All right, I think everything's Pink Panther pink. Yep. I have Pink Panther in my Inktober drawings. I did a Pink Panther. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. How is it that all these years I can still remember the Pink Panther music, and I was never a huge Pink Panther fan? All right, now this is another one. This is my oldest set of alcohol markers. Let's see how good the black works. See, I still have the black. I don't use it. And then I want a light gray. Let me choose a light gray. CG030. We'll use this one. If it's not dark enough, we'll get a darker one. That's the beauty of buying in bulk. Yeah, I have Pink Panther in my Scabby Hunt journal. Yep. And these had this kind of nib. I like the brush nib so much better, and then a fine tip nib, which I've used this some because I've crushed it. Because I'm famous for crushing things. And if it doesn't work good, we'll get out a different pen. See, I hate crush nibs. Oh, I hate crush nibs. That's all right. We'll do the big parts of it, and then we'll come back in with a finer nib. You know, I actually like some of these old ones that I have. I like when I finally get to throw them away. This one is getting very close. You were just singing the same thing? I'm just trying to use this up, so I'm going to get as close to the edges as I can and come back in with a better pen, with better nibs. So sad that I don't use some of these supplies and then they just get wrecked. It's kind of sad. And I know I'm not the only one that does it, so it's not like I'm saving it for a rainy day either. The thing about using black anything is I have so many options, and given an option, I'd rather use the like carbon black ink because it's so black. Maybe that's what I haven't liked about this. See, they're not really good in black. Maybe you guys can't tell on screen. The crushed nibs, you think so? Let's start it up, Devin. Both of us can just sing away to our heart's content. Off key, how about that? I am not a singer. I would love to be a singer, but I'm not a singer. I do like some of there are wannabe singers on Instagram who will sing over somebody, you know, sing over a title song or whatever. I totally relate to those people. I'm just like, yep, that would be me. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. There's a kid, I commonly send the videos to Arlene. He does hymns. That kid can sing. All right, is that all? Okay, some of these smaller areas, maybe I'll do that one rather than doing it red. I'll do it black. And this one we'll do black. Yeah, I think it's time for this pen to go in the trash and quit taking up much needed space around here. Because this one actually is occupying high demand real estate over here. So I can always come back in. Let me go ahead and get this. I'll just crush this nib so I feel really good when I throw it in the trash. Actually, Devin, you sing pretty good. I sing horrible. You know what? I might. Some of these smaller areas just fill in with black, so they're not a headache for me later. Like this one, just do this black too. And I'll wait to do the highlights on the black until the end. But let me go ahead and do the the shading on the spaces that are going to stay white. Tambourine is hard. You have to know when to hit it or just shake it. Yeah, you never want to put me in front of an audience. Ever. I would make fun of myself. I would make fun of the people I'm hanging out with. Yeah, I would just turn into a big old fat ham that wants all the attention. I'm pretty sure. I didn't realize there were so many of these white and black squares, which I like that a lot. Oh, that one should be black too. I think I might end up doing another one of these in colors of my choosing. She can play the cowbell with a ruler. Listen, look at those two in chat just absolutely making fun of and antagonizing me. Who do they think they are? Actually, I really like friends who make fun of me, because when then I make fun of them, they can't say anything about anything. Is that, yeah, this one's, oops. Yeah, that's the wrong one, but it's okay. I don't think I want that big a white one, though. We'll see when we get done here. That might be enough for now. All right. Let's go ahead. I think next I'm going to, you guys, you want to hear something crazy? Denise, hang on, I'm going to take it. I still can't find those white Posca pens I ordered. I don't know where I've put them. I've looked high and low. He said, thanks everyone for this. Oh, that's a funny story, Dee Dee, about the standing O for Cameron. Yeah, I don't know where. I ordered 3 brand new Posca pens. I know full well I got them, but I was so, I mean, I looked and looked and looked, can't find them. I found a very special place for them, believe me, so special nobody knows. Yeah, that one I'm going to throw away. I think I'll look and get out a different pen. I'm trying to throw away some of these half-used pens that just piss me off over and over. So I'm hesitant to get out a brand new one because, yeah, I want these half-baked ones to get used. And this one isn't really good and solid. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm getting out a new Posca. That's it. I'm done. But I don't know what I did with them. I've looked and looked. Fortunately, I have others. Here's my little Posca collection. Let's see what we got here. I bought a whole set of the fine nib ones, and I do love them. I didn't know. Oh, there's a white one there. All right, let's use that one. It's been used before, I'm sure. It should be inked up. Yep, been inked up. Let's shake it and see if we can get it working. Are you sure they arrived? Yes, Dee Dee, I know they arrived. I know for a fact. And then I even went and looked up the orders to make sure. And it says right on my Amazon orders delivered. I can see the little box they were in. I ordered 3. They were in a little box. I don't remember taking them out of the box. I do remember looking in there. But, yeah, nowhere to be found. I don't know. And this one's just puking out. I'll just order some more and just go chalk it up. And then someday I'll come across them and go, oh, I remember when I did that. But I have looked and looked, and I'm at this point just, yeah, beyond. Just beyond. Come on. You're either going to write or you're not. Oh, I don't like doing that on this because it's so hard to get cleaned off. Now, what's weird is she did the shadow on the black one down here. I'm going to get my finger in. Come on. I hate fighting with these damn pens more than anything. Maybe Robert borrowed them. Well, now that's something weird that Robert's been doing, is putting things in really weird places. So that is an option, no doubt about it. Yesterday he's so good about like cleaning up the kitchen and stuff like that. Most of the time I would prefer if he didn't, but I would never say that. But he took the coffee pot and set it on the counter between my art room and the kitchen. So when I went to make coffee last night, I was like, where's the coffee pot? And he had washed it and dried it and just put it on the counter. And one of my saucepans was right next to it. Yeah, like, why would you do that? So yeah, that is happening. That things are getting put in weird places. So who knows? Maybe he did get a hold of it. And if he did, that's fine too, you know? I try not to, as frustrating as it can be, believe it or not, me, the least patient person on the planet, I do try and remember that I'm thankful that he's willing to do stuff. So even if it's, hey, faithfulness, yeah, as frustrating as it is, I'm still always very grateful that he's willing to do whatever it is that needs to be done. So I'm not really complaining because I'm thankful that he's still capable of doing stuff like that. I've about had it with that freaking pen too. Maybe, where is it? And my panda fly is just about out of ink. I'm about ready to done fighting with all these damn pens. Know what I mean? Jelly bean, jelly bean, jelly bean. Panda fly is still the best of all. Can you see the white? Yeah, this will be all right. Oop, I didn't shade that one. I think this is the shade color. It is. I probably will go back over these with a Posca. You do mixed media? That's good to know, Lynn. I'm just going to call you Lynn until you tell me something different. Now, I'm not sure why the highlights on the black are down here. Yeah, see, I can't. I'll have to find a Posca. So this afternoon, I'll spend time looking for those new Poscas again. How annoying is that? I can't believe I didn't take them out of their damn packaging and put them in that place where I keep them all. Do we know Janet Nash? Oh, yeah. Okay, this one has never been used. This is just a paint marker. Who knows how long I've had it. Let's see if we can get it. And Sweet Freddy, for sure. I haven't seen Janet Nash in a while, but I haven't been getting on the computer like I used to either. All right. I got to shake this a little because it's a little thin, but it looks like it wants to work. Sorry, I shouldn't had this all worked out. It's real life, boys and girls, real life. I do want to get some of the, oh, there we go. That's better. It's puking out the paint now. There we go. Much better, much better. I like when they just write like they're supposed to. Could be shaked a little bit more, but they're okay for now. Okay, now I got to move over to this edge of the paper. Otherwise, I'm going to get my hand in the wet paint. Making sure I'm getting it all. Yeah, paint pens are kind of a hit and miss, you know, like the best one I've ever had, to be honest, is this Sharpie. And I know I bought it at Walmart. I can't even imagine how long ago. But that thing has consistently worked really well. Okay, that I need to probably wait and use the Panda Fly on. Because it's just not big enough for this fat nib. I get them all? I think I did. Let me fix this one up here. I'll go in and clean those up. Yeah, the Sharpie paint markers, I think I've only ever had that one, but I have to say I've liked it. So I don't know. Again, hit and miss. All right, let's do some of the, got any art tips? Oh my gosh, you need to go subscribe and hit the notification for Dee Dee Willingham. If you ever want to know anything about supplies, how to use them, good, bad, and just some amazingly good art, Dee Dee Willingham. Yeah, I've watched her for years and years and years, and I'm not saying that because she's my friend, which she is, but I wouldn't give you that recommendation if I honestly didn't think that Dee Dee was time well spent. You'll learn something, you'll have some laughs. Her chats are good. The people who hang out there are cool. I'm a mod there, so of course I would say that because, yeah, of course I would say that. But honestly, Dee Dee is a good artist, been doing it for years and years and years, and everyone in chat probably follows her and would say they've absolutely learned something from Dee Dee. Just saying that. And I would say that if she wasn't my friend. Because honestly, there's so much content on the internet, and we all have so many choices that really you have to kind of be discerning about where to spend your time. That is one channel that you won't be sorry. Promise. Who is Dee Dee? Dee Dee Willingham. You will love her. You're so funny, Dee Dee. Dee Dee is, in fact, Inkwell in chat. I guess I should have said that. And I don't know if you can go. Oh, yeah, she's got a big YouTube. Just look up Dee Dee Willingham. I guess I just assume everybody knows Dee Dee Willingham. But yeah, you won't be sorry, I promise you. And everybody in chat would say the same thing. I mean, yeah, you won't be sorry. I promise you. Promise you, promise you. And I think if you watch people's videos, I think you learn more in live streams, honestly, because you think to talk about art tips and tricks as you're arting. And so live streams, I think, are a great way to get tips. Yeah, I don't know. But after you've done it for a while, pretty soon you'll be able to give tips yourself. The one tip I would say is enjoy what you're doing. If you're trying to impress other people, that's not a good reason to do it. Do it because you love it and you enjoy it. I could care less what anybody thinks about any of my art. If you enjoy it, that makes me happy. But to be honest, I could care less. I do this because I love it. I like the supplies. I like that it fills my day up. I'm not always looking for something to do because I have plenty to do. There's always another supply to use, another project to work on. If it entertains me or if I laugh about it, so much the better. Yeah. All right, I'm going to, just for expediency, and you guys know me, I'm going to use a ruler to draw these lines over here. Here's a tip for you. If you want a straight line, use a ruler. I'm a ruler fanatic. And there's a ruler out, so Barbara Chicken Pot Pie should be singing a song. Don't worry, be happy. But really, I think the most important thing is enjoy what you're doing. And if it's really something you want to get better at, you'll spend the time to learn. And nothing, or usually, not many things are going to turn out perfect. So don't expect perfection because you're going to be woefully disappointed. This group is good, I think, because we all share a common love of art. And probably the biggest single thing is we all love the supplies. Like, I love getting new supplies. I love, you sub to Inkwell? You won't be sorry, Lynn. Promise. We've all learned so much from Dee Dee. All right, this one, I want black. Dee Dee, I wish Lynn had been your 30,000 so I could hold it over your head the rest of your life. Say, yep, the only reason you got 30,000 is because I told him go over and sub to you. But I can't take credit for Dee Dee's success. She's earned it the hard way. Been a lot of years, but she's deserving, so I'm happy for her. And if you guys hang out with me, I just wonder what the hell's wrong with you. This supplies, yeah. Know what you mean, Dee Dee. My phone doesn't even know what letter I want to type. Silly phone, right? All right. This one, I want some shading in here. I'm going to leave it white. And this will look better, and I'll do it before I end. I will round some of these curves. So do I want to do that there? I don't know. I think I'm going to leave that one. And this one I need a finer nib. Let me go with the 0.8 if I can find one that works. This 8 is about ready to get replaced too. I fight with them until they just finally piss me off to the point that I'll throw them away. I hate drawing lines without a ruler. Makes me nervous and it pisses me off. It's so cheerful. Birds of a feather. Isn't that true, Ruth? See? There you go. How about draw your dumbass a crooked line? Makes me so mad. And I have a ruler. It's right here, and I'm drawing lines without a ruler. Oh, something wrong with me. Faithful Mass, you wouldn't be sorry a bit if you bought that tracing Bible. Ugh. It feels so good. It just, there's no downside to it. Different translations. I don't know if it comes in different translations, but yeah, I like it a lot. All right, now I'm going to use, hopefully this pen will write consistent. And I am going to use the ruler this time because I think I'm faster with a ruler. I don't want it to look like absolute perfection. Of course I do. Who am I lying to? And if this space was smaller, I wouldn't have used a ruler. But long lines are hard to draw straight. Just saying. They don't even have to be equal, parallel necessarily, but just straight. Because a crooked line will jump out and bite my butt. But Faithful, I honestly, I would highly recommend it. It's just so calming, and you can sit and think, and it's just so good. So good, so good. It's not necessarily like meditation, but it's good thinking. You saw a large print Bible, compact Bible I want, but I'm not sure if it's available in the Old Testament. We expect nothing. I know, Dee Dee. But sometimes I really wish I would just give that up, But I don't know why I'm still fighting it after all these years. Just go with it and quit apologizing for your OCD retardedness. Because I know that's exactly what it is. It's my brain just telling me over and over and over again. Just get the ruler, draw it straight. Why are you fighting it? Just do it. But there are a lot of things, and I'm sure you guys have your own weird idiosyncrasies. It's like when I I have a glass table out in my breezeway, and it's forever dusty or has a mark on it or stuff like that. And I have a rag that I keep out there that I just wipe it down with, so it just doesn't look like an absolute pig lives here. Anyway, every time I do it, my brain is telling me, go get the Windex, go get the Windex, go get the Windex. It's like, oh, it just needed to be dusted quickly. I don't need the Windex. But my brain, nope, my brain is like, get the Windex. It's just a weird thing. Don't like it or not like it. It just is. I recognize it as an OCD trait. And I'm probably not going to change. Oh, I just went out in the border. That's all right. I can clean that up easy enough. I love these little checkerboard ones. One thing I would say is if you want a peaceful life, don't get a glass tabletop. It will nag you every day of your life. Hi, Carol. I definitely want to get some of these corners rounded so you can see it. Oh, this pen is starting to mess with me. I think they conspire at night when I'm sleeping. Hey, why don't we all not write tomorrow and see who she goes and kills? And since it's summer, I have a lot of options because all the city buttholes are down here. And this week and next week, it's going to be especially bad because of the holiday. So I'm going to have to be extra patient. I'm going to Joplin tomorrow because I'm not going closer to the weekend. The weekend will be insane. Tomorrow might be insane even. But I'm going to go get all our stuff so I don't have to deal with lake holiday weekend people. I learned my lesson last time. And then the rest of the week and into next week, I'll just be a hermit. I won't have anything to do with anybody. Unless one of my pens don't write and I have to go out and find somebody to kill. Nope. All right. I like that. Look how nice that is. Come on, camera. Work with me here. Look how nice that is. Ooh. Yeah, I like that one too, Dee Dee. The Inspire Bible. I really like that one. There's no shortage of good Bibles out there for sure. All right, I think this one, I'm going to use the 12 point again. I want it nice and bold. I've got to remember that the corners are going to be curved. And it wouldn't really matter what you put in these squares, you guys. I think actually I'm going to color that in black. It's a weird little space. I think I won't do that again, and I need to do ruler. So yeah, what are you guys going to do for 4th of July? We won't do anything. I'm not sure my brother will be back from Colorado. He's up visiting my son. And I guess I didn't get a clear idea if they were going to try and come home for the holiday or stay out in Colorado. So, yeah, we won't do anything. We can usually see a pretty good firework display out our back patio. There's a big resort a few miles down the road, and they put on a huge firework display. So I don't have to go out in traffic or anything like that. So yeah, we'll be watching the display if I'm still up from the back patio. They do a bunch. Every little town around the lake does their own firework display. And I used to be a lot more agreeable about going out in public, and we'd go on the lake, you know. I did that a few times. That's something you don't ever want to do, because everybody in their boat out on the lake has been drinking. Okay, bye, Devin. I hope Hubs is good. Yeah, so we won't be going anywhere. I don't need to go out and antagonize myself on the holiday. And I'm okay with that. And I might just turn on and see whatever's on TV, you know, watch a display on TV. It's not the same as in person, though. I will say that. But we'll get, I mean, I'm already getting my share of fireworks, you guys. These guys that come from the lake, fireworks are not illegal in Oklahoma or Missouri. And you can buy huge firework down here. and these city people have been blowing them off for weeks. And then all the stands will close up, and the next few weeks I'll just have to listen to their leftovers. But me and Jimmy, we're ready to be done with that. Jimmy really doesn't like them. You guys, I'm liking this. This is fun. Oh, that's right. I'll run out and check the mail here in a minute. All right. The only other thing I wanted to do, because it was my favorite part. I got some black marks down here. Oh, well. Oh, well, oh, well. We'll disguise them. All right. I think I will. I'll add the white marks afterwards. And I wasn't planning on adding shading, but I think I'll probably have to. It's just in me. I did these spaces big enough that I should be able to use a fat nib pen on them. And I won't color the whole thing because y'all don't need to see that, but we'll do part of it so you can see. You know what would work well for this, I think. Rather than using this. I like the Zentangle shaded snakes too. Somewhere up here, I should have a fairly new Sharpie because I bought some the other day. Sharpie Black probably are the best black pens ever. You can buy them in all different nib sizes. Yeah, they're the best. Good coverage. Problem is they're alcohol, so they will bleed through. Can't use them in the Beast. I was thinking the other day, God, I got to make time this week because I should have a pretty busy week this week to fill out another Beast for July. I can't believe June went so fast this year. It's crazy. I'm getting this done so fast, I may end up finishing it. Now, if I was doing this by myself, because I sit here and stream for 3 hours usually without a break, if I was doing this by myself, I would have been up walking around a little bit. I don't usually just sit and art for like 3 hours straight. I'm always up moving. Jimmy's usually getting me up moving. And I don't think he's out in the breezeway. It's getting pretty hot outside, so I'm going to have to be really careful and not let him stay out too long because it is really hot out there. But he seems to like the heat, so But yeah, I think cats and old men probably are not very tolerant of the heat. I know I'm not. If it's 90 degrees out, I have no interest in being outside or being nice to the people that are outside. I'm going to finish it because I'm getting it done so much faster than I expected when I switched to Sharpie. Made it go quick. I did get, I think I showed you guys, Dee Dee sent me those 2 color book pages, one of them of the cat. And I'm going to try and color it to look like James Bond. So I'll do that in the next week or so, I think. My edges are horrible. All right, let's see if we can get this pen to work again. Put the highlight on it because it's so way cool. Still pretty thin. I wish it would be thicker. I'll just go over it twice, no big deal. You know, before the whole world goes cuckoo crazy, maybe when I'm done here today, I'll pack Robert up in the car and we'll go get dinner. I have leftovers ready, but I know the rest of the week after I started talking about all the people being here, we won't be able to, well, we'll be able to. I just won't be willing to go out. So maybe we'll go grab some fast food tonight and I'll pick up a couple of iced coffees. Thanks, Faithful Mess. I can hardly wait to get your ATCs, girl, because I love your art. Doesn't that highlight on the Zentangle snake look good? Every time you just look at it and go, wow, that is way cool. All right, so let's see. Let's use the 12 point. I'll try and stay away from that until I'm sure that it's absolutely dry. So here, about third one in, about here. Yeah, see, I can't use that because I goofed it up. So let's just go pick a place, any place. See, put my hand in it because I'm a dumbass. Don't hype me up. I'm nervous. You'll do fine, Faithful Mess. I've seen your art, so you can't be trying to hose us because we know better. And the thing at the end of the day, Faithful, and I gave you a lecture earlier about it, it doesn't matter. If you had fun, what anybody else thinks or doesn't think doesn't matter a bit. Because the whole idea here is have fun. And I think the theme, America's birthday, I think the theme was just so much fun. Now I've got to somehow morph these lines into that. Got quiet in here, didn't it? And Robert hasn't come up from the basement, so I haven't been able to send him out to yeah, here hers doesn't have this, or I think it's a her, but I don't really know. I don't normally do this till the very end, but I'm going to do it this time because Hermie just said something about it looking so 3D. Wait till you see this. Where is my little pencil here? This is just a number 2 pencil is all it is. This will really make it look 3D. And then I'll add a shadow of the snake itself. I just got to decide which side I'm going to do it on. Because it looks like the light is hitting from this direction because the highlights are on that side. So I guess the shadow of the snake would be on this side. So I'll probably pick a little bit darker gray to do that because I like the 3D look. That's the reason I even make these stupid things. It's like not like I'm going to hang this on my wall. But I did think the other day I do need to go through my house and look at the pictures. I never change my pictures in my house. And most of my pictures in my house are my family. I like family photos. But I got thinking the other day, you know what? Some of these kids that I have their childhood pictures on, they're graduated college. One of them's married with children of their own. It's like, yeah, you need to get over the baby days. But the crazy thing is, people take a lot more photos now, but they don't share them a lot. So, I of course, some of the kids, I'll complain to them until they finally send me like school pictures or something. But yeah, you just don't get pictures of the kids like you used to, or at least I don't. Maybe it could be my stupid relatives. But I think I'm going to do a artwork review and change out some of these pictures. Or it could be, I don't know, maybe I should ask the kids. Maybe they like seeing their baby pictures when they come visit. I don't know. But I try and make sure that there's a picture of everybody when they're here. I'm looking for a nice gray. Which is the gray that I chose for that? CG030. Okay. Let's do a blue gray. Looking. See if I can find it. Got it. All right, here we go. You can do this, put this gray on there, and your eyes, I don't think really see it, but your brain definitely does. And if I've gone over some of those white marks, I'll either move them or just go over them. Yeah, the snake definitely makes a big difference. Huge difference. Okay, Mom. All right. Let me, because I've only got 30 minutes left. So let me, up here on this one, let me try this. Every place where a line joins, I will be rounding the corners. This is just so, it's not necessarily labor intensive, but it's just time consuming. So I'll do it up on this one so you can kind of see it. You know what? Maybe I should use the other. I'm always looking for the perfect pen. I can't be the only one that looks endlessly for the perfect pen, for the perfect job. But yeah, just like neurographic, I will round all these corners, and that will make a huge difference in the overall appearance at the end too. And it's something I like to take my time, but I want you guys to kind of see it. And then I will post it and give the original artist credit for inspiring me. I like their choice of colors. I just like the abstract art with the doodles. I just do. I like it in watercolor. I like it in alcohol markers. I don't know, just no downside. And I won't be able to work on it tomorrow because I'm going to Joplin. Maybe that might change my mind about going out and grabbing some junk food for dinner tonight because we'll eat in Joplin tomorrow. Maybe I should just eat leftovers. Ugh. I really get tired of feeding myself, you guys. I really do. I will smooth this out too. It's nice to have the fatter lines to work with, though, I have to say. When I'm fighting with a skinny little line, it annoys me. So when I finish this, Dee Dee, I'm going to run out to the mailbox. And you're probably going, hurry up, I want to leave. I'm ready to do something different. And I can't say that I blame you. So let me get on it, girl, girl, girl. Anyway, you can see the difference from when they got, did not think I would like it, but I do like it. Yeah, see, that's me too, CB, because I'm not a yellow, red, pink person, but here we are. How did that happen? I was really hoping Robert would come upstairs. I'm not going to call him up to do it, but I can get my lazy butt out there and check the mail. Okay, see, when you start rounding the corners, how different the appearance is. This stuff I like to do when I'm listening to a podcast or something like that. But yeah, now you can get an idea for what the rounded corners is going to look like. And you can actually do it at the beginning or the end, doesn't really matter. Yeah. You can get the idea. You would expect to see blues and browns from you, right, CB? I probably will end up doing one like that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to take a break for like 2 minutes. My mailbox isn't right outside my door, so give me a couple minutes. Entertain yourself and talk bad about me while I'm gone. Be right back. I'm not even putting shoes on. Okay, I'm back. I didn't know Jimmy'd get up on the table while I was gone. Dee Dee, I can't believe it. Your priority envelope didn't get here. But I got others. So let's give them a look. There's some 4th of July sale stuff. Don't know what that is, but we'll open it later. And I got Beth Schuler. Let's open Beth's. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, Jimmy. No, I don't know what it is. Jimmy came and wrecked it that time. Jimmy, your big fat butt is not what they want to look at.
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is.
Hi there.
Did you touch the cord?
No, Jimmy is in here. Look at
Okay,
he moved.
I see your back.
Look at yeah, he just moved the camera. Now he's moving the cord. Get your butt out of here. Oh my God, this. All right, the cat. It's the cat. The cat is making me crazy. Yeah. So he did the same thing twice. Now he's out and looking in his food bowl to see if I put anything in it. He'll probably be back. So let's look at these real quick. This one is from Beth Schuler. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, she sent me fun stuff. Oh, I can share some of these with you guys. When you guys get Happy Mail, I will happily send some of these out. Let me move this so I don't drop crap on it. Look at their bookmarks. How adorable are those? Kitty cat bookmarks. So I'll share with you guys. When you get Happy Mail, you'll get one of these. It's always the cat. It always is the cat, Dee Dee. Damn cat. I love the cat. I love the cat. All right, let's see. Oh, Beth, these are so pretty. Check it out, boys and girls. Oops, one of these. I don't know if she meant to send that separate or if it came apart. Anyway, let me see. Okay, there's 6 of them. Now, she's got a little bit of dimension on hers, but hopefully I'll be able to accommodate it. She put buttons and little things that hang out. Yeah, look, they're so cute. They're so different. Everybody does something different. Look at this. I like the sparkly, looks like fireworks. Hopefully, okay, this is the one. I found a button. Beth, I'll get that put back on for you. Yeah. I won't be able to sew it because I'll wreck the back, but I think I can glue it on there. Okay, so I will get that one fixed. Jimmy, damn it. Okay, wait a minute. Before he breaks anything, let me move him. Jimmy, you got to go. Okay? Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Scramble down. You want to go outside? Come on. Let's put you outside. Come on. No, come on. I'll feed you when you come in. Come on. Good boy. All right. We only got a couple more minutes. He can stay out there. He probably just wants to sit on his mama. Yeah, these are very cool. So I will get that one fixed. But they're all got a little bit different charm on them with the same blue kind of buttons. So those are so adorable, Beth. And then she sent me self-addressed stamped envelope and a few non-machinable stamps. So that's good. Whoever gets hers, that was very thoughtful, Beth. On anybody who gets Beth's, I will use a non-machinable stamp on it. So hopefully they'll get there. Good. That was very thoughtful, Beth. Good on you, girl. Oh my God. And then look what else is in here. Wait till you see this. Hang on. Oops. This one I got to fix. So, hang on. Look at that. It's a monkey ruler. Thanks, Beth. Those are awesome. Awesome. So much fun. You guys are so thoughtful and you know me, and yeah, I appreciate you. I really do. So yeah, that was very thoughtful, Beth, to put those non-machinable on there. And I will leave this one out. I don't like to do that, but I'm going to leave this one out so I can get it fixed before I pack these away. Oh my God, Robert let the cat back in. Oh yeah, he's a good boy. Now he's laying over there scratching the carpet, which will get his, I will slap his butt for that. Okay, so, yep, that was Beth Schuler. Good on you, Beth. Let's see, we've got Sharon Lombard's. Oh, hang on, I got to get an X-Acto to get this one open because she's taken lessons from Dee Dee. But for these ATCs, I'm not going to bitch about the packaging because, yeah, we've already seen what can happen with Keeks. So just bear with me while I use a razor blade on them. All right, oops, just dropped one, sorry. Note that says, thank you for such a fun swap. Thank you, Dee Dee. Oh my God, Sharon. Sharon put a lot of work. No, Jimmy. Okay, we're going through the Jimmy problem again. Jimmy, don't, no. See, he's not used to being told no up here. Come here. Here, why don't I put you on my lap? Come here. Come on. Then get out of here. I went to pick him up and he jumped and ran. Would you open the door and let the cat out?
Sure.
He's bugging the hell out of me right now. He may not go, Robert. I don't think he's going to go. You don't leave him. No, don't. It's okay, Robert. Don't.
Huh?
Don't. Just shut the door. He'll be okay. I've only got like 5 more minutes. Oh, anyway, what I was going to tell you, sorry for the cat commotion. Sharon, you spent a lot of time on these. These are flippin' adorable. This one I'll sit right there. Look at this. She probably drew every one of these and watercolored them. Look at that. Here he's back. He's back. Jimmy, please don't screw with anything. Sharon, I don't want to give these away. Look at that. Little cat. Oh my God, that's Jimmy. I will be keeping this card because that is Jimmy. Here's a happy birthday teddy bear. Sharon, you kicked butt, girl. Look at the duck. This is Uncle Sam duck. That is so cute. And a frog. Sharon, you did so good. You can't keep them all. You want to bet CB I'll do anything I want. No, I won't. I would never cheat that way. But yeah, Jimmy the cat. This is the cat that I will keep. But the octopus, oh my gosh. They're so cute. So I think when I dole these out, I'm just going to have to turn them upside down. I don't know. Because I know if I look at them, I know. You know what Jimmy's doing now? He's being a bad boy right now. He knows that I'm occupied. He's got his big fat ass up on my kitchen counter. He's walking across my stove right now. Jimmy, get down. Get down.
Get down. Get down.
He knows he's not supposed to be up there. He is just being a pain in the ass right now. Sharon, well done you. I'll bet these were a ton of fun to do too, weren't they? Because these aren't rubber stamps, you guys. These are hand-drawn. Hand-drawn. Very good. Very good. A lot of effort went into those. And I, for one, appreciate it. So, well done, Sharon. Look at, he's back. Oh, you guys, he's back. If I go away, I'm not coming back this next time. Just know that Jimmy is sabotaging me because he wants me to get my big fat butt up and give him something to eat. He wants food. Yeah, that's exactly it, Dee Dee. He is definitely wanting food. And I'll give him some, but he just doesn't understand that not all the time can it be on Jimmy's schedule. Sometimes I have a schedule, you know? Like I get a vote here too. But yeah, if he knocks us off now, I won't be back. All right, this is from Linda and Tim. Let's see. Linda said, those are to help with those whose cards got lost in the mail. Oh, Linda, that was very thoughtful. Linda sent a couple of cards extra because some of them got lost in the mail. And I had just shown Linda's earlier. So thank you, Linda. That was very, very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. I will put those in with the other ones that you sent. So I didn't get Dee Dee's, so I'm sorry about that, Dee Dee. Yeah, cats don't care. All right, put that with the other ones. Yeah, he's over here with where the cords are again. Do you want to come over and say hi, Jimmy? No, he says, I got to sniff all this stuff. It's got strange smells in it. Oh, my God. He's getting in Sharon's envelope right now. That was very thoughtful. All right, you guys. You kind of know how this is going to turn out. All right, here comes Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Get over here. Come on. Come sit on your mama. Come here. Here he comes. Here. He says, look at this. That's my big fat butt. All right, he's getting up close to the bar. He's getting ready to touch the cord. There he is. All right, you guys. Oh, now he's going to start knocking stuff off the table. There goes my eraser. I'm going to get a stuffed cat and have it knock stuff off the table and then beat it with my shoe and see if Jimmy learns. You think that will teach him? All right. I'm going to go and get little Jimmy something to eat. Thank you so much, you guys. Thanks, Lucretia, Christina, Inkwell, CB, Terry. I can hardly wait to see what you do, Terry. All right, you guys, go out in the world, be kind. Thanks for spending your afternoon with me. I truly appreciate it. And we'll see you for sure at Dee Dee's on Wednesday morning. All right. Love you guys. See you. Bye.